Hello and welcome to the first ever JJ Sports Video Playoff Preview Show. I'm here with my co-host for the day, Josh Brubaker.
That's right.
Of Rewind 94.3 Overtime Sports Talk.
That's right.
We're here to preview some football.
We're going to talk about some football. It's going to be a good time. We talked about an Overtime Sports Talk, and now we're bringing it over to the JJ Sports Video newsroom.
Glad to have you.
Yes.
First off, we'd like to thank our sponsors today. Level Up Training, John Carabino, personal friend of mine, does a great job. He's trained a lot of Monroe County athletes, does a wonderful job with them. Look him up, give him a call, have your athlete take it to the next level with John. And our other sponsors, Hot Corner Athletics. For baseball lessons, these are the best guys around. You want to go to them. Pitching, hitting, catching lessons. Look these guys up, give them a call. They'll improve your son's baseball skills.
We thank you, sponsors.
So let's get into it.
Monroe is back in the playoffs, and the reward is to play the #1 team in the state. That's right, the Seline Hornets. They beat them 28-0 this season already, and Monroe's lost their 5 straight to Seline so far. What's the big difference for them?
Seline, they're a top 25 team in the country.
Yes.
You know, they got a lot of experts are picking them to win the D1 state championship. So it's going to take a miracle for Monroe, I think, in this round 1. They stuck with them in the game 7-0 at halftime. The first time they played them this year. A key for Monroe, I think, is going to get their running game going. They kind of live or die by the running game. They got some good running backs.
Carson Clark, right?
Carson Clark, leading the charge. He's one of the leading rushers in Monroe County. I think overall they got to control the clock here. Can't give Seline the ball to put up points on the board. Like I said, a really tough matchup, but playoffs, anything can happen.
Anything.
They're led by Travis Kelms at quarterback. Kid's a tough kid. He's a little guy, but he'll stick his head down there and try and run somebody over.
That's right.
Tough runner. Can throw it okay. When they ask him to throw it, he does throw it okay.
Yes.
Effective passer. Defensively led by Jalen Wilkerson. He's the reigning Monroe County Defensive Player of the Year. Kid's all over the field, Josh.
Been the heart and soul of this team so far, I think. He gets them pumped up on the sidelines. I see the student section getting into it, so I'm definitely excited to see what they can do. Hopefully they can put up a good fight. And looking ahead, if somehow Monroe was to pull off a miracle here, yes.
Second round would be it looks like another matchup with the Ann Arbor Pioneer. Pioneer and Belleville in round 1, but I'd see Pioneer getting through there. So, another SEC matchup if they can make it to round 2.
So let's kick it on over to D4 with Milan. Now they got a home game in the playoffs, and it's the first appearance for Detroit Cesar Chavez. What do you think we can see from them?
Detroit Cesar Chavez, they have a real effective passing game. Early in the season, their quarterback was leading the nation in passing yards. So Milan's going to have to bring their pass defense for this game for sure. Milan's running back, probably their best player, one of the leading rushers in the county, Tracy Lindelman. He's going to really have to have a big game here. Cesar Chavez played Ida early in the year. Ida handled him pretty well. So I like Milan to move past this game fairly easy in round 1 matchup.
Absolutely, I look forward to seeing that. And Trace Lindemann, he had one of his best games in their last game of the year with 242 yards on 14 carries. He had touchdown runs of 25, 75, 69, and 54 yards. So he's been explosive, to say the least.
Kid's good.
Yes, he's got some skills.
Looking for Milan ahead of a couple rounds in. It looks like they got a second round matchup coming with Collegiate Prep. Very good football team, and if they were to get by them, Country Day looming in a regional game, which Country Day is a top-notch football team in Division 4. Some people also predicting them to win state championship in D4. So Milan, hopefully, round 2, hopefully get to that regional matchup. Country Day, except playoffs, anything can happen for them. All right, let's kick it live at Tom Walentowski's house. Head coach of the Ida Blue Streaks. We're going to see who they play here. And the team is...
They're all lined up there, and oh my God, Gabriel Rashard.
Rashard again.
3rd year in a row.
I was excited to be playing Gabriel Rashard again.
Wow, well, we'll see more on that. Let's talk about that a little bit.
The alumni.
That's right.
Ida Blue Streaks.
You know it.
They got a first round matchup with Ann Arbor Gabriel Rashard. This is the 3rd year in a row that they're playing Gabriel Rashard. You might as well just book it in the schedule from now on. Week 10, Gabriel Rashard.
I tell you.
Gabriel Rashard stuck in with a 5-4 record. Ida, their first ever Actually, not first ever.
No, second time.
Second time going undefeated. First time 9-0.
Impressive, nonetheless.
Yes, yes. So,
but they beat them 24-0 last year in the playoffs for their first playoff win, and we're looking for a good matchup in this one. We'll see if I can bring it out. Obviously, doing so well.
Right.
I mean, obviously the biggest part for them this year has been the running back game on the ground. They've been amazing. They got, looks like they're as deep as you can be at the running back position.
Right. But then it goes a long way. Their line has been real impressive for them also, opening holes for those running backs. They got Eric Bugg,
Of course.
one of the leading rushers in Monroe County. He's up there touchdowns as well. Nick Levicki, another big back we featured, had over 200 yards this last game versus Mason. So I kind of like Ida moving on to this one. Second round matchup, either LCA opponent in Brooklyn Columbia Central or Dearborn Rashard. I think Rashard moves on in that one, so that'll make a tough second round matchup for Ida here. Like I said, don't know much on Rashard right now. We're gonna have to do some research, but like I said, Ida, this is one of their best teams they've ever had. They could be in for a deep run here.
Definitely looking forward to it. And like I said, it's our alumni, so rooting for the Blue Streaks, blue and gold. So let's kick it down to D6 now. That's right, the St. Mary's Catholic Central. They've been great this year. They lost their last game, unfortunately, and CC, they led at the half with the school record of 47-yard field goal by Philip Lehman to make it 10-7. But Lansing Catholic, they took control after that.
That was a boot.
It was a
47-yard.
It was impressive.
It would have been good from 57.
Wow.
So yeah, CC's been led all year, as many people know, by their running game. Justin Carabino has been a big running back for them. Probably top leading rusher in the county again.
So.
He's shifty, strong. He's been a good running back for them. Yeah, obviously, how they hand the ball off and do things. Their line's been impressive for them as well. Kind of like last year, the quarterback, Austin Berger, he has been throwing it well when asked to do so.
That's right.
So,
and not only is he doing it on the offensive end, he's playing defense too, and he's up there in his interceptions. The whole team is. They've been doing real well in that, so you just don't see him making too many mistakes. So that's really what's driving him through. Right.
The big thing for CC last year, on their way to a state championship, lost to Lansing Catholic last game of the year again. So let's see if things can repeat for them. So it looks like, if they make it out of the first two rounds, CC's got a big matchup with Jackson Lumen Christi in the regional round. Lumen Christi was only 6-3 this year, but played some tough competition. So, that was a big game last year. I think they played in the semifinals last year, maybe regional again. Close match, came down the last couple seconds, so could be another rematch for CC.
Before moving on to that, they'll be hosting Clinton at home, so they'll have the home field advantage there. And they beat Clinton Redskins last year 50-15 in the playoffs. Of course, last season. So
yeah, Clinton also, they got their running back Matthew Sexton. He's verbally committed to Eastern Michigan. Very good running back. Set multiple records at Clinton. So CC looks to slow him down to be successful in the first round there.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. So good luck to them, and on to D3 now. That's right, New Boston Huron. And they reached the semifinals, the state semifinals last season, and they beat Trenton 44-27 in the second round. So what are we looking for from them?
Obviously another rematch in the playoffs. Huron kind of had higher expectations this year. They snuck in 5-4. Like I said, the expectations after coming off the semifinal game, they had a bunch of players back, including quarterback Matt Hartwick. Good passer, he's got a good arm, controls the offense. But like I said, Trenton, they're 8-1 this year. They're led by a transfer from Flat Rock, actually, in downtown Hampton. He was third in Monroe County in tackles last season. He's been successful for Trenton on defense and also offensively. So a tough matchup for New Boston Huron here. I like Trenton moving on round one.
That's right. Love to see.
And our last matchup to preview is Whiteford versus Summerfield.
Yes.
At least we're guaranteed one Monroe County team to move on in the second round. One of them's got to win, one of them's got to lose. Both featured out of the Tri-County, both were 7-2. Summerfield got the best of them earlier in the year.
That's right, 38-18 the last game. Big rivalry coming up, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of hype fans watching this game.
Yes, it's been a rivalry for a long time. One of the biggest in Monroe County. The second round looks like a matchup with Morenci, who is also in the Tri-County Conference. Interesting fact, Summerfield lost to Morenci. Whiteford beat Morenci, so, you know, I guess Whiteford moves on. You know, their odds are better. Summerfield hopefully can get them. Get them. So, like I said, this game, rivalry game, playoff, anything can happen. I think this can be a toss-up. Should be a good game.
It's gonna be a good one.
Whiteford's led by a powerful running attack, led by Jesse Kiefer. Kid's been strong for Whiteford all season. Had another good year. He's top rusher last year in Monroe County. You know, back at it this year. Quarterback Tommy Eitner stepped in, had a good season as a sophomore, running the show for Whiteford out there.
Should be a good one.
And that'll wrap it up for the JJ Sports Video Monroe County Playoff Preview Show. I'd like to thank my host, Josh Brubaker.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun. Went fast, but I'm looking forward to all the games in the playoffs.
And good luck to all the Monroe County teams out there. Anyone interested in contacting us, look us up online.